Hi there, my name is Callum Thompson. I'm e-learning support officer for the business school at MMU. This is the last in a short series of 4 videos looking at groups and groupings and how we set them up and then how we can implement them. Now this video is going to look at how we can share a resource with a grouping. Now we can apply groupings to most resources and activities within Moodle, but not all of them. There's some more specific or bespoke resources and activities that have been set up which don't work with groupings, but most of the standard ones do, and it's a really handy tool to have. The hypothetical situation I'm working with just now is that I have a class that's broken down into groups, and I have one group called Callum's group, and they're working together, and they've got a forum which I set up in my previous video. And what I now want to do is just share a document specifically with the group which are working within this forum. Now in the second video in this series I set up a grouping, which what it is it's a container that I've placed the group which are working in this forum into. So I have Callum's group, and that is placed within a container called Callum's grouping. So how do I set this up? I'm going to turn editing on, and I'm going to scroll down, and from the add a resource drop down menu I'm just going to put link to a file or website, and this will be quite familiar for those of you who have been sharing resources on Moodle already. I'm going to call this demo resource for Callum's grouping. The summary, I'm going to say this is a demo resource for a grouping, and then I'm going to choose a file. So for this I've got this is just a demo Word document, and I'll scroll down to the bottom of the page. Now similar to when we set up our forum, we've got this common module settings area. I'm just going to click show advanced here, and you'll see that it comes up with our grouping and available for group members only settings. Now I want to make it available to certain group members only, so I would tick on this box, and that allows me to get from this drop down menu my grouping. So the grouping that I want to go for is Callum's grouping. Now that's the grouping that only contains the group Callum's group. So I'll click on that, and that's now saying that the resource that I'm going to implement is only going to be available to group members and their groups within Callum's grouping. Okay, so let's save and return to course, and I'll quickly turn editing off. And if I scroll down, we now see that we have this demo resource for Callum's grouping, and in brackets at the side it automatically puts in through Moodle Callum's grouping. Now that tells me that only the groups, or only students within the groups which I've placed within Callum's grouping, will be able to see this when they log in. If any other students log in, they won't be able to see this resource at all. Only the students in the groups which I've placed within the grouping of Callum's grouping will be able to see that. Okay, now as I say, we can use that for most resources and most activities, and it's a really handy tool to be able to target students with specific resources and activities.